J. Lenore Bressler, and welcome to the November 25th, 2017 edition of the Bible, Delight in the Details. We have been looking at the ordination of Aaron, the high priest, by Moses in Leviticus chapter 8. And I thought that there were all the details we had taken care of, but there is one remaining one. And I must tell you, I must confess that I'm a bit uncomfortable with this. There are occasionally things in the Bible that are mysteries that we just don't have a lot of information about. And so, you know, especially if you're a teacher of the Bible, when you come across those, you feel on very uncertain ground, very shaky ground to discuss it at all. But I do think there is something here that can benefit us today. In the breastplate of judgment that Aaron wore, we are told that there was two items, and I'm probably going to massacre the pronunciation, but the Urim and the thummim. And these are mysterious things. Some people think it was almost like dice, but Josephus, the great Roman era Jewish historian, in his book Antiquity of the Jews, says that it actually referred to the stones. We talked a couple days ago about the breastplate having 12 stones, semi-precious stones with the names of the tribes written on them, and they were affixed to a gold plate which was hung around the neck over the heart of the high priest. He indicated that the thummim was the actual stones of the breastplate, and that the Urim were the two onyx stones which had the names 6 each of the tribes located on the shoulder of the high priest. The word Urim actually means light, and thummim actually means perfections. We do not know exactly how this worked, but somehow God would give answers or would lead his people at least through the time of David. We don't have any indications that this was used thereafter, but in some way directing the people. In fact, Josephus said that when they would go into battle during the early days of the conquest of the Promised Land, the stones would almost light up, and it would be a confirmation to the people, a visual confirmation of God being with them. Why do I even bring this up, since we don't know much about it, and since it is a little, strange and not generally the way that God leads? He doesn't usually lead by something like, items being in a certain place or fashion. And I think the idea here that I take away from it is this. Even someone as educated and as well-meaning and trying to be sacred and holy to the Lord, dedicating their life to the Lord, no matter how worthy a spiritual leader is, he or she cannot ever think that it's them, and that what they are teaching or what they're espousing is coming from them. Even Jesus said, I don't do anything except what I see my Father do. He was a great imitator, he said, of the Father. And so must we be. And I think that, whatever it was that was on the breastplate or in the breastplate or however, the significance of it was to remind the high priest in that exalted position that while he did have great significance and importance in the spiritual life of Israel, he needed to look to God, that God was the ultimate determiner of the course and the plans, and to have that, whatever it was, always there, reminding him that he must look to God, as must we. I'm J. Lenore Bressler. Visit me on the next edition of the Bible, Delight in the Details. Have a great weekend.